here. And in China mainland, the user will put in their cell phone number, and they will acquire a verification code from their text message. And then they can use that text message, the code inside the text message, to register as a new user. As they can also reset their password the same way they do using their mobile phone. Okay, so I already registered myself as a user, so I'm going to just log in using my phone number and password. Inside the Ben app, we have a few modules. The first page a user is landing is called Finding Orders page, which is the second tab below. I can start with the first tab, which is Create Order. Create Order is mainly used by shipping companies looking for truck drivers to take shipment from the harbor to inland factory, or vice versa, take a shipment from factory to the harbor. And in China, the export is more than what they do import. Mostly in the harbor city of Shenzhen, factories produce goods, and they find truck drivers to haul a container from harbor to the factory, put a full load of merchandise to the container, and the truck driver will take the container to harbor and put on the ship. And the ship will go all the way to America, let's say in Oakland. So that's how they handle the logistics. This app is mainly used to optimize the shipping of containers between the ship and the factory and make it more efficient by utilizing a Uber kind of technology, which is a mobile technology that will allow truck drivers and the factories to dynamically do the match and find orders they can take. So I'll start as a shipping company, a logistic company who is trying to look for a driver to take shipment from a factory. As you can see, there are 4 types of shipments. The first one is basically hauling containers. That's the majority of the order, is hauling containers. The driver will need to go to a specific place to pick up a empty container and drive it to a factory and load up a shipment, and then drive to the harbor, drop it off. So that's the typical, very typical order, shipment order. The other 3, the second one is a smaller container that the truck driver wanted to do a matching, meaning 2 small containers can be combined into the same shipment. That one big truck can actually take care of 2 containers, 2 smaller containers. So this is matching. And the third one is basically moving empty containers from one section of the harbor to another section of the harbor, just to make things easier for logistics. And number 4 is basically on-demand shipping, utilizing the empty container. As you can imagine, import and export, they are going opposite direction. So in the case of import, the shipment of the container can come from America to China, and so it's fully loaded. When the container is taken care of by a truck driver from the harbor, the driver will basically take the full load of goods of the container, go inland, drop it off to a distribution center, and come back to the harbor empty. So the container usually is empty. And this is where we find an opportunity for the driver to earn more money by matching some on-demand shipment from inland city to harbor city. That way they can just utilize the same container to do some domestic transportation. Okay, so now let me just create a new order. And this new order can allow us to define what date, what time is the driver needed. So now I'm a logistic company trying to look for a driver who can take my order. So I'm putting my contact information. And this the second row is the phone number. And next I'm going to define where the driver should pick up the goods or drop off the goods, which is the city of Guangzhou. And I'll pick some area in Guangzhou, and I'll type in a street address. And this is where the driver should pick up the empty container, and this is where the driver should drop off the container once the shipment is done. All right. And I'll leave the rest as default value, and I'll just create an order. Okay, so now I just created a brand new order in the system, and I'm here waiting for a truck driver to take my order, just like an Uber driver. Whoever sees this opportunity and they think this is en route to the place they want to go, they will take this order. Okay, so this is how I create an order as a shipping company, and this is where I manage my created order. This is the current order, and as a shipping company, I want to find a matching driver as fast as I can to reduce the shipment time. Okay, so this is a creating order. Finding order is from the other side, different role. So now let me pretend that I'm a truck driver. I'm here using this app to look for work. So as I browse through the different orders, I can find different types of orders in the system. Maybe I just want to find a smaller sized container that I can just add on to my truck. I can come here and find something I'm interested in. Or I can go to the first category and find something I like more. Okay, so if I find something I like, I can click on the button which is basically take the order. When I take the order belongs to me. That means I'm a driver, I'm notifying the shipping company I'm taking the order, and the shipping company will be prepared to negotiate with me on the price, and then they will basically, once we reach an agreement, they will confirm from the back end that the order is mine. And then as a driver, I can just be sure to show up in the harbor, pick up the container, and and do the work. Okay. Now, let me show you how I keep track of my order. So when we talk about the GPS tracking, why it is useful for this industry is because the truck driver and the logistic company or shipping company, they need to collaborate closely, and the shipping company usually will need to know where the truck driver is so that they can plan ahead of time when they need to get the paperwork done, so that when the truck driver arrives at the factory, they don't need to waste time. So they really need to know where the truck driver is. The way to do it is you go to current order, which is the third tab below, and then you go to the current created order. And in this current created order tab, what you see is basically orders in different status. The first order I created, nobody has taken it yet, so it is still in a pending status, waiting to be taken. However, the second one, order number 124, has been taken by a driver, and the driver has a phone number I can contact. And I know the driver's name, company, phone number. I can contact the driver. More importantly, you'll see there's a location icon there. I can click on the location icon. That will bring me to the driver's location, so I know where the driver or the truck is. That's important because in the bigger picture, this is a harbor city in China. I really need to know how far away is a driver, because that will help me manage my expectation. If the driver is still 40 miles away from the harbor and it's getting late, I need to call the driver, right? Or I need to call the factory. Hey, this shipment might be late. So showing the location will be good for shipping company to really plan the route, plan the shipment. Okay. Now let's look at the other functions inside the system. So if you look at, we look at the first create order. The second is funding orders. Third is the manage the current order, and the number 4 is my account. So inside my account, what I can do is to manage my information. In here, what I can do is manage my name, phone number, but also manage my order history. So I can look at the previous history, so that, you know, in case something happened, I can always go back to my account and look into it and see what happens. And I can manage my, I can see my reputations. I can even do some case management. Let's say somebody complained about an order. I can come here and see what happens to my order, and if someone is unhappy, I need to know why. Okay, and also there's a system setting here. Where we allow the user to provide their feedback to the system, and we also provide a company name in here so that the customer support can be contacted when there's a question, and the user can easily change their password here in the app. Okay, that's about the main functionalities of the app. This app is completely free for truck company and for drivers, and we hope to use this tool to attract a lot of users in its initial launch. And later on, when we have a lot of users, we can derive monetary kind of approach to get revenue. So thank you for listening.